Rotations, Lesson 6.3, Part A. The standard is 8G1 and 8G3. The objective is to graph rotations on the coordinate plane. The essential question is how can we best show or describe the change in position of a figure? Rotations are when you turn an object or a point. One turn equals 90 degrees. Two turns equals 180 degrees. Three turns equals 270 degrees. 4 turns equals 360 degrees. There are two ways that you can rotate, either clockwise or counterclockwise. If you go clockwise, it's the same direction as a clock, and it's abbreviated with CW. If you go counterclockwise, it's abbreviated with CCW, and it goes the opposite direction of a clock. So if you ever forget, just look at a clock and it'll help you remember. Now the center of rotation is the fixed point the image is rotated around. For this lesson, we're only going to rotate around the origin. Let's go over some types of rotations. If we were to rotate 90 degrees clockwise, we would multiply our x value by a -1 and then interchange our x and y values. If we were to rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise, we're going to multiply our y value by a -1 and then interchange our x and y values. For a rotation of 180 degrees clockwise and counterclockwise, we're only going to multiply our x and y values by a -1. We will not interchange these. For a rotation of 270 degrees clockwise, we're going to multiply our y value by a -1 and then interchange our x and y values. For a rotation of 270 degrees counterclockwise, we're going to multiply our x value by a -1 and then interchange our x and y values. Example number 1. On the grids, rotate the pre-image 90 degrees, 180 degrees, and 270 degrees counterclockwise about the origin and graph the images. So remember, counterclockwise means the opposite direction of the clock. So we're going to be rotating to the left. So I'm going to take my pre-image and I'm going to rotate it one time to the left. So it's going to be on its back. So the image that looks like that is this one here. Now the next one is 180 degrees counterclockwise. Since I already turned it one time, I need to rotate it one more time. And that'll be 2 turns. So the image that looks like that is this one here. So my last one for 270 degrees counterclockwise, I'm going to rotate it 3 times. Since I already rotated it 2 times, I'm going to rotate it one more time. And it's going to look like that one there. So these are my new images. Example number 2. Rotate DOG clockwise 180 degrees to form D', O', G'. Now remember, since we're moving clockwise, that's the same direction as a clock, so I'm going to be moving to the right. Since I'm rotating 180 degrees, that means I'm going to be turning 2 times to the right. So this is going to be my first turn. This is going to be my second turn. And since this is my answer, I'm going to shade it in. So my new coordinates are going to be D' is at -3, -6. O' is going to be at -10, -3. And G' is going to be at -2, -1. What is the pattern? Well, I notice that all my x values become negative. And I also notice that all my y values become negative. So this only works when we rotate 180 degrees. And it doesn't matter which direction. It can be clockwise or counterclockwise. Example number 3. Rotate pair counterclockwise 270 degrees to form P', E', A', R'. So remember, Since we're moving counterclockwise, we're going to be moving in the opposite direction of a clock. So we're going to be moving to the left. Since I'm moving 270 degrees, that means I'm going to be rotating my image 3 times to the left. So I'm going to take my image, rotate it. This is 1 turn, 2 turns, 3 turns. And again, since this is my answer, I'm going to shade it in. And that is the new image.